Okay. Now we have GitHub. GitHub wants, I don't know what this picture is supposed to be, honestly, but GitHub wants to essentially absolutely fill to the brim all of GitHub with AI slop. We're going to look into this just a little bit more. We asked a week ago if AI is such a superior programming method that it'll actually produce live quality code for Microsoft and live code for Facebook that actual money relies on, then where are the AI contributions to open source? This was a previous article. What GitHub decided to do is that you can now use Copilot to automatically generate a bug report for any public project on the site. Yeah. So now what you do is you describe your issue to Copilot and the LLM generates a bug report text for you. And it's becoming part of the standard GitHub issue reporting form. Now, can anybody think why this is a terrible, terrible idea based on everything that we know about LLMs and everything that we've covered in the past about these LLM systems? Why is this a terrible idea? And I'm going to go down. I'm going to skip some stuff because I think it's pretty obvious to the people who watch me. Poor open source maintainers. Yeah. Do you guys want to see some of these? Do you guys want to see how this plays out? Would you like to see an example of exactly how this plays out? And then let's open up GitHub here. We're going to open up this link and we're going to read just this one. All it takes is one. It's beautiful, I tell you. It's beautiful. So here it is. This is pretty hilarious. Fix inconsistency in balancing group captures in regex. And you can see this is part of the .NET runtime GitHub repository, but it comes from Copilot right here. It's right here. And it generates a fix dash unique numerical ID for this, right? And so this is a pull request. It wants to merge 5 commits into main as part of this Copilot fix. The PR addresses an inconsistency in how regex balancing groups are handled. If you're less technically inclined, I do have some viewers who just watch because they like some of the more like higher level news, so I won't get into the technical details of it. Just imagine that there's a problem with some fuzzy searching stuff in code, okay? That's the very high level. I jumped a bunch of stuff. It doesn't matter. So this LLM system created this pull request, which is essentially asking the repository owners to merge this code into the existing code base. And so you have like some history tracking, right? And then now we get to the people who are actually supposed to import or approve this request. And you can see that what's happening here is the comment goes to Copilot. So I just want you to understand what's happening. Please fix the style issues causing build failures and move the new test into an existing test file. Yes, the people who are running this repository are now interacting with the LLM via comments in this pull request so that the LLM can then go and fix the issues it created as a result of trying to fix a previous issue that existed before the LLM. Continuing on, Copilot responds that this is how it works. I fixed the style issues and moved the test into the existing regex groups test CS file and commit the changes, yada, yada, yada. It goes over how firewall rules blocked me from connecting to one or more addresses. I tried to connect to the following addresses, but was blocked by firewall rules. dc.services.visualstudio.com. So in Azure, it's trying to do something here and it can't do it. I'm not even sure what it's trying to do here. Maybe it was trying to gather information about the code it's trying to fix. I don't know. So the LLM responds with a comment. Okay. A bunch of regex tests are now failing. We are watching vibe prompt coding snapshotted in time. We're watching snapshots. A bunch of regex tests are now failing. I fixed the failing regex tests in this commit, etc., etc. Our initial fix, and then it goes on, does all this like blabbery. Here's what I did before. Oh, it was too aggressive. It broke the existing test. I promise I got it this time, bro. I promise, bro, I got it this time, bro. So the LLM comes back. Then this random commenter, I'm not sure how random he is, but he says, what is the environmental cost of spamming the code base with AI slop? And look at the reactions, bros. Look at the reactions. Oh, hang on. Here. What is the environmental cost of spamming the code base with AI slop? 225 thumbs up. 225. Okay, let's keep going. This is really funny. Maybe the models are human after all. Here you go. I have fixed the tests in this commit. Tests still fail. Maybe the models are human after all. Please fix style issues causing build failures and move the new test into an existing test file. Robot. A bunch of regex tests are now failing. I don't know why I find this funny, but I laughed. Oh, don't worry. Many laughed with you. And then someone actually answers the environmental cost. According to Microsoft's latest environmental report for 2023, from 2019 until 2023, its location-based real emissions, excluding offsetting through energy attribute certificates, CO2e emissions increased by 65% to around 25 million metric tons CO2e per year. That increase in emissions is mostly due to increased energy consumption and construction of more data centers. We are boiling ourselves alive and watching and laughing along the way. And what are we getting for it? No better than a human. That's what we're getting. Copilot, can you add a few hundred more tests? I don't think a few hundred more is enough. Microsoft torturing Microsoft employees with AI slop. It's sad and funny simultaneously. Yeah. This is a joke. AI is the future. Seriously, Microsoft. Please stop being ridiculous and cancel Copilot. So now, the part where it warned that it couldn't access certain services. The agent was blocked by configuration issues from accessing the necessary dependencies to successfully build and test. Those are being fixed and will continue experiment. Hey Copilot, can you go ahead and add a few thousand tests for the test that test the tests? Then something here. I think this is I don't know, maybe Japanese, I'm not sure. It could be Chinese too, I don't know. Continuing on, and then we have the end. And this is just one. There's a few others here in this link. Same kind of thing, regex, and the exact same results. You're trying to fix the symptom rather than the underlying issue. What caused us to get into the situation in the first place, where we end up with an invalid index into the backtracking stack, You're right. We're just seeing, like, in real time, people prompt and vibe code their way through code. The reason why I loved reading these, it's not necessarily just that it's funny, although it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious, the stupidity that we've injected into our own space. But it also proves something. Proof is now visible for anybody to see. All you have to do is go to GitHub and watch one of these Copilot generated pull requests or issues or whatever. And you can see the results of vibe coding and prompting your way through these problem spaces with an LLM. And it's there for everyone to see. This stuff isn't hidden. I'm not even logged in on GitHub on this machine on purpose. You can just go there right now and you can see the results of what's supposed to take over our jobs. This is yet another piece of, I would consider it, evidence as to why I don't believe that AI is going to replace a bunch of programmers' jobs. Anybody who tells you otherwise is lying to you. Not only that, but you shouldn't even be using these LLMs to begin with. Just don't use them at all, or use them in very, very, very strict and narrow cases. How about that? Because I do think there's some use cases, but this isn't it. This isn't the right way to be using these LLM systems, if at all. They are massively oversold. And that's why I'm saying that we're only a few months away from a dramatic realization of this, where the jobs and viewpoints on AI systems are going to change very, very much. And I think that's good news for all of us, because then real programmers are going to be asked to fix all the messes that have been created. And we already have two people who I know in chat, they already have work that comes from these systems not doing what they were supposed to do. And they have contracts fixing these systems. So it's beginning. It has begun. The climate is changing, and I'm like, yes, the climate is changing, yes.